What's going on, y'all? It's DG back with another video today. Going to be talking about these bad girls right here, the KD4 Aunt Pearls. So let's get right into it. So these did release at my local shoe palace, and I posted some videos yesterday on my socials saying that they were just sitting. They pretty much had a full size run, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people trickled in and bought the pairs. I will say though that this shoe doesn't have a lot of resale value. So what that means is that if your store did get pairs, then there are probably scattered sizes, laying around, because resellers aren't really interested in this shoe right here, simply because it has no resale value, which is great. This is a shoe that I've always wanted, guys, and the fact that in 2024 we're getting a bunch of classic Kevin Durant shoes is really, really nice. So shout out to Nike. I have a solid pink outsole. It is a little bit dirty because I did wear these and try these on for the video, but it is really nice. You do have the pearl detailing on the back heel of the shoe. So this is what it looks like on feet. You guys can see the back, really nice. And I know what you guys are thinking, why are you wearing the KD4 Aunt Pearls outside? Well, first of all, it's only been, a minute, so I'll take these back inside immediately and I'm gonna clean them. But also, I wouldn't be mad if people wore this casually or any of the KD4s, because like I said, it is one of the best looking basketball shoes of all time, in my opinion. The KD4 strap right here, and then if you open the strap, it has a commemoration on the inside. I have talked about this shoe many times on this channel, just in different colorways, but the main thing to note about the KD4 Retro, whatever, is that the sizing on this shoe is a little bit odd. I would recommend most people to still stick true to size, because lengthwise it does fit really well in that aspect, but widthwise, because of the strap system, it does bother a lot of wide and flat footers. So if you do like, a really secure fit, then I would recommend staying true to size. If you need that performance type fit, obviously stay true to size. But if you have any sort of wide foot or just a bigger foot in general, then that's when I recommend going a half size up for the KD4. Cushion is nothing special either. This is a very court feel type of shoe, which is why a lot of guards wear these. And obviously the looks alone, not performance wise, is in my opinion one of the best looking basketball shoes of all time. The KD4, obviously in this pink Aunt Pearl colorway, it looks super flashy, which is very popular, especially among the youth. But I personally really like the looks of this shoe. I like the aesthetic of this shoe. So on feet, they look really good. But again, the cushion is just pretty average in my opinion. There's nothing too stand outish about it, if that makes sense. It does have pretty grippy traction, so that's what I really like about this shoe. I feel like when I lace these up just in different colorways, I feel like I'm getting good traction out of it. The materials are nothing special either. Again, this is an old school basketball shoe at this point. Lockdown is really good with this traditional lacing system, so I had no heel slippage or anything like that, even if you go up half a size. This is not my favorite performer of all time, but again, it is one of the best looking shoes in my personal opinion of all time. So the fact that we're getting, or we've gotten the Weathermans, we've gotten the Galaxies, we've gotten the Nerfs, now we're getting the KD4 in the Aunt Pearl colorway, we're getting the scoring titles. I also have the OG KD4 scoring titles right here. These are going to retro, so I should have just waited to get my pair because I paid a lot of money for this one, but because they're retroing and it's going to be the same exact shoe. KD is one of the best players of all time, guys, so I'm really happy that Nike is commemorating KD's legacy with classic colorways of his shoes that are widely available. I would say the most limited for sure was the Galaxies, and I got the Galaxies on drop day in Indianapolis because that was actually an all-star release this past year. And so I was there, I got a pair, but they immediately sold out. I think they're going for like a little over $200 right now, which is pretty expensive for a KD4. But the Weathermans, the Nerfs, those were pretty readily available. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, these practically have no resale value, but I do think that these will go up over time more so than the other KD4s retros because of the colorway, right? This is a very flashy colorway. It is something that was very coveted back in the day. A lot of people wanted this pair, and the fact that they're re-releasing is a very, very nice thing. And so I do think that out of all of these OG colorways that we're getting back and that we have gotten back, I do think these will rise up over time in value. So my message is that if you do want this shoe, I would recommend copping now before prices go up. And I do think prices will go up. You know, it might take a while, but I do think that these will age well over time. And again, I don't think Nike's gonna give us this shoe anytime soon again. So I would definitely recommend just getting this shoe if you really want it. You could wait for a restock, guys, but those are kind of hit and miss because even if I do find a restock through like Twitter accounts and stuff like that, every time I click on a link, it's just dead or they're sold out already. So there's like ghost restocks. If you guys are like into the sneaker game, you may know what that means. But basically, like, there's a restock, there's a link, but there's nothing there. So it's kind of like they're ghosting us. But overall, guys, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the KD4 Aunt Pearls, because again, this is one of my favorite looking basketball shoes of all time. I can definitely go in these. I feel confident in these, mostly because of the traction, but these are definitely better to me than the KD3 Retro. So I'm very happy to get the KD4 on Pearls right here. Last point, guys, if you go true to size, if you go up half a size, you do need to break the shoe in, okay? You do need to break the shoe in because the materials aren't that premium, but again, they look nice. Strap system on the medial side does take some time to get used to, okay? So you do need to break this shoe in. You need to spend a couple of hours, a couple of sessions. You know, it might take a week, it might take 2 weeks, but they do feel pretty good after you break them in. I would just say the cushion is not the greatest in my personal opinion, but again, it is a court feel type of shoe, so that's kind of how they designed it. From my understanding, Kobe is the only line that is allowed to Protro. So Protro means performance retro, okay? So it's not just a retro, it is also in tune with performance, so they're allowed to change something from the actual OG version to the new one. So this is like a retro, so it's technically not a Protro. So I wish in the future other retros are able to Protro, if that makes sense, because it would have been cool if they put like Zoom Strobel in this shoe. I think that would have been awesome, but I guess they can't because Kobe kind of took the Protro name, but we'll see with Nike basketball. But so far in terms of colorways, in terms of releases, I am loving this KD4 on Pro right here. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this colorway. Did you guys strike out on sneakers? I did see on Twitter there was like very little stock, so maybe this was just like a limited drop with no resale value. I'm not sure. But if you guys were able to cop on sneakers, leave a comment down below and let me know. Did you guys get them in store? Did your stores even get this shoe? Because at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of people say they didn't get them or no one was, like no stores were in stock. So this may be a really weird release. I do live in a pretty metropolitan area, like one of the most, obviously the Bay Area is one of the most famous places in the world. So there's a lot of stores, there's a lot of malls, there's a lot of foot traffic. So Nike obviously prioritizes those major cities. We have a Nike San Francisco over here. In LA, obviously, I think there's a lot of pairs of these. New York, Chicago, those types of metropolitan areas. But in your state, in your city, did you guys get these? Leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, especially if you made it this far. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.